Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he gets this back out to the 30-yard line. Reasonable field position. That's where the offense will get this one going.
At their own 30-yard line.
They run. It's the former Eagle, DeAndre Swift. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Marcus Epps.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way back. 92 yards. Touchdown, Chicago.
Lining up for the extra point.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here is Shipley on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He finds Devontae Smith. It'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And a strong 1st down run. Pickup of 9. Setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at their 48-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. A pass caught by Saquon. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. They hook up again. 2nd time on this drive. And this one's good for 18 yards and a 1st down. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 20. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards and most importantly, a first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Now a screen set up for Barkley. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7. Here now, second down and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Moving to his right. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Third and goal for Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
A 24-yard attempt.
And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And they will remain down by 1.
Eagles 6.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up second down. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line.
Campbell on the stop. It's a gain of 6.
Third and short yardage. And here's Williams. Got the hook up there to Odunze. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Bears first down.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. A one-point affair, 7-6 is the score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it second down and 7. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here comes third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
They'll go again with Swift. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. Gonna have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Epps.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he is not going to get away. That one's blown up in the backfield. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
The 23-yard line.
Hurts working in the pistol. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and
that'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will take a 14-6 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
not much there this time, Mike, and I'll tell you, you don't want to open your quarterback up to too many of these unnecessary hits. I mean, this isn't a gotta-have-it play. This isn't a critical 3rd down or a red zone try. Like, you want to save these plays for when the game's on the line, because if not, you're opening yourself up to some big hits on meaningless plays.
This will be 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Come to the line now for 1st down and 10.
Gain of 20. And an Eagle 1st down.
63, 63, 63.
The slot man in motion right. And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He keeps it himself. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here.
The tackle by Jordan.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Eagles.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bears 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That'll be caught by DeAndre Smith. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, it's Williams. This pass complete to Raymond.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get it underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the Bears' 49-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And that ball incomplete over the middle. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now Hurts. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and 5. To the air again. Hurts. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked up by Tyreek Stevenson.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. He'll take a shot down the field. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Bit of a risk here in the third quarter, and this one is covered by the hands team.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
A first down throw for Hurts. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon.
Intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for a Bears first down. First and 10.
On the option, it's Swift, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
At the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 25, here's second and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Give up the middle with Swift.
DeAndre Swift, ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of only a yard.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's going to have the Bears first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
And the Bears first down.
To throw, it's Williams. Flush to his right. And he's in. Khalif Raymond. Touchdown, Chicago. That's his second touchdown tonight on incentives for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here is Shipley on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They'll pitch it to Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
And it's third down.
Off the play fake, Hurts escaping to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the first down, but still a good couple of yards short. So that's going to bring up fourth down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up fourth down.
They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Eagles first down. That'll wind up a gain of 11 on fourth down.
First down, Philadelphia.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a...
And they're going to get to him and take him down back on the other side of midfield.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
He'll get this across midfield. Brought down, following a pickup of 5.
5-yard pickup. It's now fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Hurts. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
28 yards.
How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? First down picked up.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Makuba. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
See what they have for 2nd and 10. Hurts out quick, RPO to Lemon. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down. First down, 10 yards to go. On play action, Hurts. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. 2nd and long coming up.
It's 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
3rd and long.
And now he's not spiking it, it's a fake. A ball deep for the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the
Now they'll set up to throw. And he will go down. Doesn't even get a throw on. Try for two is unsuccessful.
Eagles 12.
With down 3 scores and it's late, they're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team ready for it and secures possession. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's to the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. On the run to the right. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears.
The Bears will line up for the
Throwing now from the gun. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. A direct snap, and here's Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On third down, it's Hurts. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10.
A 28-yard gain. First down, Eagles.
That's Goddard in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds as the clock will stop. We would have stopped anyway as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Williams. Got his man at the 6. Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point
A
conversion.
play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Pierce for the return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up a 5. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line. And that's a 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. To stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. Here comes 2nd and 4. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, give it a stop, and a loss of about 2 yards. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. On 3rd down, they'll go with Saquon.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now he'll work his way out right. Oh, he can't get away, and he loses the football. The Bears have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score.
Quarterback understands 4th down. You can't go down with the ball in your hand. Give your receivers a chance. He holds on to it just a little too long, waiting to see if somebody can separate and break open, and instead he gets hit. Ball gets picked up, scoop, score, 6.
And he'll get into the end zone, doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion. Well, this is not going to sit too well on that other sideline, I bet. They are going to try an onside kick. And that one not going to work out as the hands team is there to recover. On the handoff, this is Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And this This is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late.
Touchdown.
We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point
Here we go. One final play. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for two is unsuccessful. And even with this one well out of reach, they will still try the onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. Well, they at least had to try it, but the return team ready for it and secures possession. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll let this one go deep for Thomas. And the Eagles are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be...